I am back with another video, and today we're going to analyze Emily King, one of my favorite artists. So don't go nowhere, it's going to be really good. So today I want to analyze one of my favorite artists out right now. Her name is Emily King. She is fire. I discovered her probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I don't know how I discovered her, but I happened upon her music on YouTube, and I've been kind of just following her from a distance up until about 6 months ago, and I kind of went hardcore and kind of just, you know, tuned in to everything she was doing. I have all of her projects on my phone. Oh my goodness, Apple Music and everything. I love Emily King. This is a performance of her singing her song Radio with the National Symphony. I picked this performance in particular because of the emergence of the two genres. A symphony, so to speak, or the National Symphony in this case, is clearly more in the classical lane, and Emily King is not a classical singer, but I appreciate the composer and conductor and the orchestra for merging these two genres and creating one beautiful piece that I want you all to listen to. So normally I don't do like the whole intro to the song and things like that, but because of the music and the musicality of the song, how she performed it this time around, I want to play the entire song for you guys. So let's get started.
Story never meant a lie to me. I fool around but can't get down with most philosophy. Buddha and the Pope sing a lovely note, take my soul where it wants to go. Hendrix and Marley always do it right for me.
So, her vibrato speed is so pretty. It's not fast. Her vibrato speed is not fast, but it's so pretty. It's almost thinking about wind when I hear her voice. And I want to talk about that in a minute, but her vibrato speed is not super fast. It's almost a wobble. It has a slower speed, but it's so beautiful. And in terms of what I talked about with the wind, I'm going to talk about that real quick. So I call her voice windy because there's a sense of airiness about her voice. It's not, I don't want to use the word breathy. I don't want to use the word breathy because I don't know, maybe it is breath, I don't know. I like to use the word airy with her voice. There's a sense of floating when you get her voice. And so I just love the fact that she is exactly who she is. And that she sings the way she sings. I'm going to talk more about her physical technique in a minute, but I just want to address that her voice is so airy and beautiful, and that the fact that her vibrato speed is almost like that of the wind. It's just blissful and wistful and smooth. I just love it. Let's keep going.
If I were religion, it would surely be a love song in the distance, a soft melody. If I had one request.
Did you hear that request? It was request. So she pulled it from the mic because the S in mics can get a little fricative or get a little distorted if it request, you know, and I think she wanted the smoothness of that sound, so she came off of the mic a little bit. That was purposeful. That wasn't on accident. And you can still hear her consonants. It's not like she's letting her consonants go. I always tell my clients, clean consonants, clean and clear consonants over hard consonants. Unless the hard consonants are necessary, go with clean and clear, because there's a pristineness about clean and clear consonants that hard consonants just kind of overdo it a little bit for me personally. So I always go for clear and clean consonants, and she does just that, clear and clean consonants. I love how she does that. In that request, you still heard the S and T, it was just softer, and that was the thing she wanted to do technique wise, so I love it. Let's keep going.
Wherever I was my greater, turn the radio on, turn the radio on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. wanna sing the battle, sing the holy land too.
I love how she got big at the beginning of that second verse, but then pulled back during that line. I love, 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 love that. That was so cool. Also, I want to talk a little bit about her vocal technique. You've heard her sing enough now to kind of see what she's doing. So what I'm hearing is there's a little forwardness of the jaw. There's a little, you can bring your jaw forward when you sing if you want to. It's a little forwardness of the jaw. That's my creator, turn the radio on. So you see how that changed my sound instead of turn the radio on, turn the radio on. Just putting my jaw forward changed my sound completely. She's also using a little nasality, I believe. I'm hearing a little dropped velum, I'm hearing a little dropped palate, and I'm hearing her use air through her nose to kind of warm up the sound. So I'm gonna try it. Turn the radio on. You hear how that kind of warmed up my sound? Just dropping my palate warmed up my sound just a little bit instead of turn the radio on. That's without the palate dropped. I'm gonna drop the palate now. Turn the radio on. Okay? And so I think her consonants also are a result of the warmth she puts in her voice technique-wise. I think her consonants stay warm because her technique is warm, if that makes sense. She good, y'all. She is good. And I'm loving this arrangement for the record. I love this arrangement. Let's keep going.
But ain't no preacher like Aretha when I'm feeling real blue. Put in the Pope, sing a loving note, taking my soul to where it wants to go. Letting the chief always do it right for me.
So she had a straight tone for me. She also does like a flip up or a drop down at the end of some of her phrases. Right there, she just did for me. Okay, so she kind of flipped up the voice a little bit. She does up and down depending on what she chooses to do, I guess. But it's good. It's good.
If I were religion, it would surely be a love song in the distance, a soft melody.
A soft melody instead of melody. A soft melody. She kept everything kind of in the same vowel shape. Soft melody. Melody. Melody, not melody. Okay? So she did that on purpose. I love that. I love that.
If I had one request,
Did you see her shape request? If I had one request. She almost did a request. If I had one request. She kept that word warm. Request is the word, request. But she shaped it and she modified it. Request. So that puckering of the lip brought the sound in and made it warm, and it changed how the timbre would sound to us. If that makes sense. If I had one request. Do you hear that? You hear that? And the changing of the vowel made the S warm. That was good, Emily. That was good. I love her. I love her.
I wish my greater.
So you see where that she flipped to the head voice. To the radio. Right there on the turn, the radio, she flipped right in the head voice. So that proves she was in chest voice or mode 1, whatever you want to call it, for most of the song until this one right here. She switched. You can hear her changing registrations right there. So let's keep going.
Turn the radio on.
Ooh, ooh, instead of ooh. The first one, my jaw was extended. I'm extending my jaw again. Ooh. I'm gonna put my jaw back this time. Ooh. You hear the difference? She extends her jaw forward to give a warmth to her sound. I love it. So good. so good. So good. She's just so cute. I just love her. But yes, she is phenomenal because she doesn't do a lot of runs or riffs. She doesn't have to. Her voice, her tone, her timbre is just so beautiful that it just speaks for itself. That she can stay on the melody line and it's beautiful. There is power in the melody line. I think a lot of people get so worked up about doing a riff and a run. To me, it's about the composer's integrity to keep the melody line, you know, more pure, because the composer wrote it like that for a reason. So for us to kind of change it up to the point we don't even recognize a song or we're just doing too much, to me, the composer wrote the melody line like that for a reason. And not doing a lot of runs also shows how poised a singer can be. Because though I have the ability and the skills to go up and down and back and forth, do I have to? Because if I can control the song and still make a performance meaningful and memorable because I sung the melody line, that speaks a lot about the singer's poise, control, experience, even the singer's character. So I think she has awesome singer's character, awesome vocal identity. I think she just knows who she is and she just locks in it and it works for her. It really works. So tell me, what did you like about what she did? What didn't you hear? What did you want to hear more of? Let's talk about it a little bit in the comments below. And before you go, subscribe to the channel and click the alert button next to it so you know when the next video is posted, which will be soon. It'll be really soon, I promise. As I always say to y'all, be vocally bold, creative, and aware, but most of all, be vocally you. Now wash your hands and be safe, y'all. All right, y'all, until next time.